Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. And through this channel, I normally provide some stock analysis and also an update on $1 million challenge. However, today is a special edition video where we're going to look at the 3-month review of our $1 million challenge and provide some important updates and further information in terms of how we are doing so far. So if anybody has not seen the original video with regard to the $1 million challenge, in that video I did cover in more detail and depth what the challenge was about, the intention, the purpose of the challenge, and also in a lot more in depth in terms of the strategy. So let's first of all have a quick reminder of the strategy of the challenge. So we're currently just finished the 3rd month, so I'm going to do a review of that shortly. But in terms of anybody who's not aware of the objective of the challenge, so if you have a look at the screen here, one of the things that we did as a calculation is look at how often is the stock market open. So we're looking at 250 days a year approximately that it's opened. Over 3 years, that's equates to about 750 days of trading. So the total trades required to achieve a target of $1 million if we start with a nominal amount of $1,000 is 201. So that's based on compound return investing with an average return of 3.5% per trade. So we do take into account losses, so that is explained in the strategy as well. So compound calculation is where you reinvest your full amount including your initial investment, and always reinvest the full amount including previous profits. So the whole amount is always reinvested in a single stock. So that's the key difference. That's how we get the compound return investing. That's how we get the snowball effect and the maximum returns over time. So let's now have a look at some further developments and updates in terms of how the challenge is going so far. So in terms of the type of trades that we look for the challenge, so as the objective and the purpose is to achieve 3.5% return, you'll see on the screen here that the focus is on low and medium risk stocks. So we do identify these in colour green and yellow, and we try to avoid the more risky stocks such as penny stocks, many of the biopharmaceutical stocks, and many of the China-based stocks, and also many of the clean energy stocks. So we do recommend a 10% stop loss. However, in many cases that's not necessarily needed because the stocks are low risk. So on the screen now you'll be able to see an updated copy of an Excel spreadsheet that we provide to all the members. On here you'll be able to see a specimen of how it looks. So on the left hand side we have identified all the 201 trades as golden trades, and they're numbered in order from 1 to 201. Then we have another column there which identifies the minimum 3.5% return to get to the next level. So for example, you could carry out one trade with, let's say, a 15% return, and that could jump you up into 3 or 4 trades up. So with one trade you could get 3 to 4 golden trades. So the minimum in each golden trade you need is 3.5%. And in the second column you'll see the amount needed. So obviously the first trade, if we start with $1,000, is to get a return of $35, and that continues to increase as you go along up the ladder. And then the second column, the third column on the right gives an estimate of the total compound return. So that is adding up all the returns. So in terms of this challenge, we're not looking for squeeze stocks. We're not looking for a huge gain. One of the key beliefs of the challenge is you can get the same as return as a good successful squeeze stock return by having lots of small secure 3.5% plus returns compounding over time. So that third column identifies the total compound return over time. And the final column in green you'll see is the estimated balance held by the king. So that's a term that is explained in the challenge, but that's your total dollar value. So we use that and match that with the golden number on the left hand side, far left hand side, and that tells us where we are. So the objective is to get to 201. So the next thing I'd like to update you with is our leaderboard. So this leaderboard is for motivational purposes only. So not everybody wishes to participate in this. It is optional. So currently we have just under 20% of people sharing their trades. So once you join the community, we'll be able to see all these members here in a live spreadsheet as well. So on the left hand side, you'll see the name of the people on the Discord name. The golden trade numbers are identified here in orange. So in terms of where we are right now, we're currently in week 13. So everybody, in terms of everybody who started at the beginning, well, currently in terms of where you should be now is approximately around about trade 20. So we have 4 people there currently at trade 20. So those are people who are on track. We have many people who are joining the challenge late, so they are probably on trade 2, 3, 6, 7. Some people have not shared, so that's okay as well. It's not necessarily a requirement to share your trades, but some people do. But one thing that I'd like to share with you on a positive note here is that we have a good 15-20 people here well ahead of target. So the highest trade number we currently have shared is 108, so that's going very, very well so far. So remember, the target is to get to 201. The next thing I'd like to share with you here is a copy of an exclusive spreadsheet that is only available through the Discord to the members and the community in the challenge. So you'll be able to see on the screen. What we're trying to do is minimize everybody's risk in the challenge. One way we're doing this is by recording the weekly pattern of our trades in terms of the specially chosen trades in the spreadsheet. So you'll see here, this is color coordinated. It also has numbers on there. The green indicates where a stock has gone up. The yellow indicates where a stock has generally traded sideways, so nothing more than 1.5% and nothing less than 1.5% over a 5-day week. The red indicates where a stock has gone down. So you'll see on here there are some trades. For example, we have one stock which over 13 weeks only has gone down once. So obviously there are other stocks that are giving huge returns. There are some stocks that are generally trading sideways. So the key is to avoid the red and achieve a green, and then achieve worst case scenario a yellow. This is also very useful for minimizing risk. And you'll see at the bottom some of the new stocks that we add. For the new stocks at the bottom right hand side, you'll see that not all the weeks were shared for these trades because these are new additions. So you can see for the new additions, only 2 weeks we've had red. So this is great news for people in the community in terms of being able to choose from a stock. So remember, you only have to choose one of these trades. The next thing I'd like to share with you, again exclusively for the first time, is a full copy of all the columns on our spreadsheet. So you can see here for the first time we're sharing the columns on the right hand side. So previously you've not been able to see the columns here which indicate volume. We have the chart as well, so a quick visual information in terms of how that is going. We have a link for analyst overview, we have a link for technicals, we have a link for financials and investors, and we also have a link for news, and this is all available in a live spreadsheet. On the left hand side you'll be able to see that we have ticker symbols, we have companies, yellow if it's medium risk, green if it's low risk. So we have a target price, so that's manually set. So we have the current price there, which is the 4th column down. We have the low over the 52 weeks. We have the high over the 52 weeks. And then you can see a color coordinated column in the middle with green and orange. So green indicates that that stock is close to the target price, so it could be a potential buy. Orange indicates it's maybe a buy, but not quite close to the target price, but you could still buy this stock if the momentum is good, the news is good, and the chart setup is certainly bullish. So red is an indication there in the column on the right hand side. Just to the right of there, you can see what that indicates is if a stock is reaching its all-time high. So that's an indication that you may be chasing this stock. It's never a good idea to chase. However, it can still be good to chase if the news is fresh and the stock is squeezing. So sometimes it's a risk you have to take. All this is explained with an exclusive video as well in the challenge. So to get access to this with the tick symbols, join us on this journey in the challenge. And the final thing I'd like to again exclusively share with you for the first time in our 3-month review of the challenge here is confirmation that we do have an additional video for the challenge. This is a strategy video that's not available on the public platform. We also have some documents to download. So these documents are written confirmation of the challenge to minimize risk, to explain in details how to use stocks, how to trade, and how to make your selections with minimizing your risk. So this video is exclusive in terms of strategy. So we have 3 different strategies. Only one of the strategies I've covered in the main video. There are 2 further strategies. So join us on this journey. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.